Sure.
So you kind of mentioned it before earlier about skill sets and like what coaches need to do to be better. But for one-on-one coaches, what do that you feel like they need to work on the most? It's gonna be a little redundant for the people who are joining in now, but what do you feel they
Okay.
need the most?
Are you ready for this? You can have thousands of mechanical science-based certifications, but
Mm-hmm.
if you do not take something that enables you to communicate it, they lose value.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as trainers or people that are into fitness, the term I have coined and used, and I should probably trademark this at some point, is linguistic hypertrophy.
Right.
Oh,
I like that.
it's a good one, eh?
I like, you should trademark that.
But I use it purposefully with fitness pros because you know what hypertrophy is,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you also know, see, the way a great coach will be able to use analogies to help teach people because it goes back to the way that we understand the world, right? So if I'm able to create, a vision or use language that sounds familiar for people, it helps them step up their knowledge base. But when I
Mm-hmm.
say linguistic hypertrophy, it means practicing it. And it's hard sometimes to do it like immediately, right? So if
Right.
I were to employ my NLP knowledge right now and speak at the different neurological levels, I'd be talking about, your mom is probably a phenomenal cook, Cass,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because she
So
probably has
this.
created a space in her kitchen that she loves to be in, and it
Yeah.
nurtures her belief in that food equals family, and it makes
Mm-hmm.
her happy. Do you see what
Very
I
much
did
so.
there?
Yes.
So I started with, what's her kitchen like? What does she believe? What are her skills? She's a great cook. That
Yeah.
complex equivalent to that purpose. So that's one way of doing it. But I would
Mm-hmm.
encourage people to understand that not just through the neurological levels do we understand how to expand our language. Language is as much a tool as any of the
Mm-hmm.
knowledge you have. And there's a statement that I like to say is there's no uncooperative clients, just inflexible coaches.
I like that. It's
So
also very true. I've seen it.
yeah, like if you have clients that you're like, I just can't get through to them, or they start canceling your sessions, or
Mm-hmm.
it's like one thing you have to do is be very reflective and be curious about understanding why. Often because
Mm-hmm.
it's in our way, and sometimes our egos serve us well because it carries us through difficult situations sometimes, and it's not a good or bad, it just is. But sometimes our ego will say, it's them, not me.
Right.
But if you have chosen a position of service, you've kind of taken an unwritten oath to find ways to serve,
Mm-hmm.
right? So try to
That's
be a
true.
little bit flexible and be more curious, right?
Mm-hmm.
For what purpose? What is there for me to learn? And what's my role?